how did you decide on naming your children? Were there any quarrels? Any names that were vetoed? Was an H to H and a J to J situation? Was it an H to H and J to J situation?
That was actually just a happy coincidence.
Yeah, we weren't thinking about
Did
that
not
at
think
all.
that at all.
Because, yes, there were many quarrels and no agreements, and there was no
only
chance to do
name.
H and J and H and J or J and J and H and H, because I think for both kids, like, it always just came down to, fine, this is the one that
is
we
the
can
one.
agree on at all.
Yeah. Hayden was the only name we could agree on, I think, at that point.
I liked Alex. You hated Alex.
I wanted it to be Alexis, and then we could name her Alex for short, but have like the actual name be a full name. And you said no, I just wanted Alex. I like it now. I just at the time it didn't seem right, and I didn't like it. But I liked more old school traditional names. I liked, Elizabeth and Izzy for short, or Isabel and Bella for short.
We liked
one. We did like that one. We agreed on that one, and then we knew someone who had just named their child that, and we couldn't.
I was working at Corner Booth Productions in Spokane, and that's kind of where like a lot of the Bratz and Beretta stuff started. I was editing their stuff and
filmed there.
But anyways, one of our coworkers had a kid right before we did.
Yeah.
Or like a year before, and her daughter was Isabella and called her Bella. And for whatever reason, for those of you that don't have kids, once you know somebody that has a name
association,
and it's real close, like probably like 6 or under, like if somebody you know has a kid 6 or under and they have one of the names that you like, you're like, nope,
can't do it.
It's like they steal some of the power from the name somehow.
Yeah.
Sucks. So we liked Bella, but we couldn't do Bella. You liked Elizabeth. I liked Alex and Harper.
I did like Harper though, but it wasn't no. I don't think we brought Harper at the time because that was Jackson's. It was supposed to be if Jackson was a girl, it would have been Harper Grace.
Oh,
so Harper wasn't even brought up at the first round. But I love Christmas, so I obsessed with Christmas. So I wanted a Christmas name. So I wanted something like Holly or Noel. And I was in 4th grade when I had decided my kids' names like all along. And it was, one of them was supposed to be Anna Noel. And I remember it because it was out of a swimming class that I had gone to. And the teacher had yelled out, Anna Noel, come here. So I really wanted Anna Noel. But at the time, it was during the media frenzy when Hayden was born, that Anna Nicole Smith and baby, and when she had died or her son had died.
I would have never went with
that.
Anna anyways.
You would never have done. Nah. I know, but it was also during that time, and so it was too close to Anna Noel and Anna Nicole, so we changed that. But I did win the Christmas as far as her middle name goes. Like it had to be Noel.
We agreed.
It had to be Noel. Like that was
win the competition.
Well, in a way, because when you got to have Jackson and you got to have his middle name, you got to choose his middle name by honoring your dad, naming him Martin.
You wanted it to be that too.
Well, because your dad. We both very much love your dad, and so we wanted to honor him by putting Martin.
Won the naming competition.
I won that one, and you won the second one. But Hayden was. We had chosen Hayden because it was also an association to the child that we had lost, and his name was Jaden. So we changed Jaden to honor him by changing it to Hayden for a girl. And that's how we got Hayden. And then after we decided that moment, that was it. That was Hayden was that.
We got a blanket.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, from CAA agency. They'd sent it.
Back when I was repped by CAA for some stupid reason.
They sent this massive gift basket.
I'm sure CAA has like a wall that just says like oops on it. And under it is just like their biggest oopses, and like they're like Luke and Joe. They sent us a blanket, and one of it accidentally said Jaden, right?
Yeah. I think it was because Hayden. They thought it was close.
Yeah.
With the J.
Maybe it was just a fancy H, and we didn't realize it.
But it was embroidered into it as Jaden.
Yeah. So we still have.
That blanket. Yeah. It was a beautiful blanket.
But the other thing about names, like if you know a kid, that means you can't use the name. The other unspoken rule is if you have been romantically involved with anybody with the name. So those names automatically
go out.
are taken off of the wallow names. So with Hayden, it was that. And she's certainly not in any realm named after Hayden Panettiere.
But
I think we were thinking that name might have eked its way into our brains because we were watching Heroes at the time.
Yeah,
and she was kind of a big deal. But has nothing to do with her other than maybe she was the catalyst for creating the synapse that fired.
It's the same kind of thing with Jackson and Jax, as far as
we were watching Sons of Anarchy at the time.
And Jax Teller. So that kind of seeped in there a little bit too. They're not officially named after them, but those were the shows that we were watching during each naming period.
With the back and forth with Jackson, I don't remember a lot of arguing. We liked Cohen
Martin. It was kind of one of those things we thought it was Cohen and Beckett. And we decided Cohen way back when we had Hayden, though.
Cohen.
Like we were at a party one time. Hayden was like 6 months old, and we both looked at each other and said, "Oh, we like the name Cohen." And we said if we ever have any other kids, we would name the boy Cohen, and that's how that got carried over into it. But that Cohen. Was 7 years later or something.
If we had a kid right now and it was a boy, would we even consider Cohen? I don't think I would consider Cohen. I don't know why I liked it.
I don't know.
Cohen
I
Beretta.
like it, but I don't know if it would work
Beckett
now.
Beretta sounds dope.
But see, all I can think of is Bucket. Like every time you would bring up Beckett, I would think
if
Bucket.
he was a basketball player though and he was good, they'd call him Buckets Beretta.
That is true. That would be a pretty awesome name.
Oh, who's that? Oh, that's Buckets.
Bucket Beretta. Bucket Beretta.
Old Buckets over
Buckets
there.
Beretta.
So yeah, Beck would be cool. And then, so I think Jackson we just liked. It wasn't as hard.
Yeah.
And I like Jackson, and it's yet to happen yet, but we call him Jax.
Yeah.
And we spell that Jax.
Yeah.
But we've yet to ever call him Jack. There's I've never been like, hey, Jack. And that's like a good, strong, somebody's going to call him that.
Somebody will. In fact, he's even called himself that because Jack from The Incredibles. So he's like, Jack Flash. I'm Jack's Flash.
But Jack's still kind of like a cute side nicknamey thing. Like if he called himself, I think a girl, like his first girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever calls him a pet, like they'll probably call him Jack.
You think so?
Yeah, or like a PE
just
coach.
As long as
He'll
it's
be
not
like,
Jackie.
get over here, Jack.
Just not Jackie. Don't call him Jackie.
I don't mind Jackie. I don't mind Jackie.
Little Jackie.
Yeah. But I feel like a dad has to call him Jackie first. Like, hey, Jackie, get over here. But I don't.
But it's Jax.
It's Jax.
It's Jax or Jackson if he's in trouble. Jackson Martin.
Jackson Martin. And Martin is my dad's name, and we named that's the middle name. I can't even imagine we had another.
I don't think there was. I think that was always going to be a choice.
Yeah. My brother, Kevin, who is up in Seattle right now with his family, or Seattle area. I think Kirkland is, or Bellevue. They're up there.
Bellevue?
They're up there. He's a cop during all of this craziness. And his wife, Jenny, is an ICU nurse and has been dealing with the craziness that's been going up there. They're both heroes and a king and a queen for doing what they're doing through all of this. But they just had a kid not too long ago and they named him Bo, which I think is pretty cool.
Bo
Beretta.
It sounds pretty like a badass,
Beretta. Solid
name.
Yeah, and then his middle name is also Martin. So apparently we like my dad. There you go, Dad.
You know he's just beaming if he ever watches this. He's gonna be like,
your name lives on. Blah. So yeah, that's the story behind the names.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But it was contentious for a while. Like
we could never agree on names for Hayden. Like Jackson was pretty easy, but Hayden it was battle. It was battle.
You didn't win Noel. If I remember correctly, I went, Christmas means a lot to you and I love you endlessly. You can have the middle name.
Are you rewriting history
here? No. I just didn't want it to be the first name. That's it. Okay. So that's a good. See, it's easy. Podcasting is easy. All right. How are you feeling right now?
A little better.
Like 1 to 10.
I'm getting there. It's about a 6 now.
Look at that, everybody.
We're up to a 6.
First podcast. She's already up to a 6.
Virgin.